Redemption.
Looks like tons of bodies are dropping here for
Justin Cornell got a major in the back corner down there.
So that is not going to help here. So a major on Justin Cornell to start this matchup. And San Antonio Xfactor charging down this D side of the field with Cole Roberts and Derek Jordan. And the first point is going to go to San Antonio Xfactor as the Xfactor fans erupt there from the stands. Nice work by San Antonio Xfactor.
Yeah, Justin Cornell tried to dig out to that snake side corner. Got shot, referee ran over, gave him a penalty. So Xfactor gonna get an early lead here, go up 1-0 in the first point here of the pro finals.
You know, Justin Cornell, so Rab, you're saying Justin Cornell was the guy, because I was looking over at San Antonio Xfactor. Justin Cornell was the one that got the major penalty for impact?
The ref ran right to the corner. Justin was in the snake corner, pulled him, and then pulled two of his buddies with him. So
a terrible start here to this final matchup here at the first NXL event, the Great Lakes Open, as Justin Cornell getting that major penalty, which right after that, I mean, they had no chance whatsoever because I think they'd only shot one Xfactor player at that point, so that was pretty much curtains.
Yeah, especially they bounced Colt coming up the middle there too. You know, looked like they might have had a chance early. If he'd have walked off, they went short over here on the Dorito side, but you know, still early, first point. You know, if you're gonna get a major penalty,
get it quick.
Get it quick. Get it out of the way. Start grinding. Xfactor's been.
At least they don't have a box anymore. You don't have to fight through the major. It's over with. It's like ripping the Band-Aid off real fast. It's not that slow rip that the majors were before. Yeah, so they're going to reset here. Edmonton Impact coming out here. Cornell will be back out as well as Justin Rabikoff. And it looks like Nick Laval going to get a spin along with Ouimet. You know, Ouimet, if we can think about, let's think about the most consistent player for Edmonton Impact right now. I almost want to say Josh Ouimet has been the most consistent player for Edmonton Impact here at this event. We're consistently calling his name. He's been getting kills. He's been getting it done. I know it's tough when you have a team like Impact and they've got this far in this event. Todd, what do you think?
I'd have to agree with that. You know, going down the line, looking at the players. You know, Chad Bougere, you know, he's been kind of hit or miss out here right now. When he's hitting. But, you know, struggling a little bit. Justin Cornell's gotten a few penalties. But when he's hitting hard as well.
Yeah, I was going to say Cornell, but Cornell just got that major. And we're in the first point of the final match. And here comes Justin Cornell trying to get some redemption, running up into the center. There's Colt Roberts. And he's going to either, I think he's yelling across field, or he's letting him know that Justin Cornell is up in the center. So Cornell trying to scurry around. There's Roberts trying to throw paint back towards that center to keep Justin Cornell from coming around on that D side of the field. And here comes Colt Roberts, is just going to run all the way through and trade out with Justin Cornell. I think Roberts is still alive. My God, Colt Roberts is still alive after that run through. He finally gets shot. What an amazing move by Colt Roberts.
Getting a three-pack right there, coming through the middle of the field. Here comes Barely Bonaccia down the snake side. He's going to get Josh Ouimet, the last body alive. Archie standing in the middle. Here comes Kovar, but Colt Roberts exploding through the middle of the field. .2 out here. Getting a three-pack.
Wow, Todd, you know, I was watching Colt Roberts that whole time. It looked like he almost caught one, dodged a ball, came back. He dodged the ball as Justin Cornell came up and realized, hey, man, and he started screaming across the field, hey, the center 50 is hot, and he was yelling at his team, and then he realized, you know what, I'm just gonna go make this move. So he cuts in the center, runs all the way up, and that was a really big, gutsy move, comes around, smokes Cornell, and then had a beautiful run, stayed alive in the Dorito, and that was an amazing move by Colt Roberts to seal the deal in that point and send Xfactor up 2-0.
Just on fire right now. It's like, I don't know if Impact knows they're playing yet.
So you can see this replay. There's Colt Roberts as Cornell peels off and still alive. And then as he's pushing forward, Yakimek was able to come over there and trade out with him. And he might have got Justin Rabikoff too. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Thanks, Maddie. I wanted to let you know that first major penalty on Justin Cornell, it was because he was hit in the leg, slid into the snake, and then asked for a check. So they called a major, and that's what cost that first point for them. Back to you.
I'll tell you what, Colt Roberts, I talked to Colt Roberts before this game. He told me he was going to step up and try to win that finals MVP. And he just walked past our broadcast booth right now and said, hey, I told you, and then walked back to his pit to get ready for the next point.
And right now he's getting it done.
Walk to the flag station over there. As you see him on the screen, pumping up his teammates. Archie, Kovar, Jordan, and Goff coming out right now. You know, Maddie, we haven't, in a lot of the games today, we haven't seen that move. You know, a lot of people come up, go try and trade out or stay alive there. When we were watching in the prelims, the Outlaws got smoked a lot, but Johnson, remember, I think it was Clint Johnson, made that move about 3 different times and never got picked up to where he got to where Colt got.
Yeah.
You know, most teams are just, you know, going up to the A and trying to trade out and stopping. But we saw Clint Johnson 3 different times come blazing through the middle just like Colt did and get that far. So that move is definitely there, as Colt just showed us.
So here on the breakout, looking at Edmonton Impact is now down 2-0 with 14:43 to go. On the breakout, it looks like Colt tries to go back up the center, but gets caught this time. So Impact smartly puts guns on the weapon that is Colt Roberts. He comes off, but
so
also Impact losing a body too.
Justin Cornell, so it's 4-on-4.
So Cornell.
Oh no, Xfactor just lost to Dorito Court. Jordan is out, so it's 4-on-3 right now.
So Cornell struggling here early on as he had that penalty and an early death, and bodies dropping off for Xfactor, not looking good for them here, as Edmonton Impact is trying to get on the board.
Justin Rabikoff gets into the snake. Rainey Stanczak went up the middle.
Oh,
and a major penalty now on San Antonio Xfactor. And I think that was Archie Montemayor in the back corner bunker. So Archie, the normally consistent Archie Montemayor, is going to go over and give the ref a piece of his mind for that penalty. But still, doesn't matter. He got the penalty.
With 2, it looks like, is what the ref just said. So craziness happening there. Well, we'll see what happens here in a second, but.
So it looks like that point is good here, and now we have a 2-1, our 2-1 final matchup here, and Impact is going to have a little bit of breath of fresh air, as it looks like San Antonio Xfactor could be starting down a couple bodies. We're still trying to figure out from the referee exactly how many bodies they will be starting down. Todd, what do you think?
Yeah, that red, I'm pretty sure everybody was already dead. Justin Rabikoff, who had dipped into the snake, cut back through the center of the field, and when that red flag went in the air, he was already all the way down on Xfactor's side of the field. So I do believe that it's going to be 2 bodies down. Referee's discussing it right now, trying to figure it out. So, yep, 3 bodies only for Xfactor this next point, as Impact tries to get back into it here, 2-1.
This is the chance for them to try to tie it up. Tons of time. We just got going here in the 16 minutes of regulation time. A final matchup here at the 2015 NXL Great Lakes Open. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
By Archie Montemayor because he was hit in the back of the head and kept playing on. The refs right now are saying that Xfactor will start with 2 bodies down, so it will be a 3-5. Back to you.
And also, let's check out a replay here real quick. Thank you very much, Lauren. Billy Bernacci getting ready to roll, but look at this replay. So that's Derek Jordan running out on the D side, and look like there's Cornell, who, you know, they're sending Cornell all over the place. Oh, so that was just a little montage here, I think, from the first couple points. And there's Billy Bernacci. No, sorry, Archie Montemayor trying to call his shot. So yeah, it was a little montage of the action here from the first couple points, and now Impact going to be 5 bodies strong against the 3 for Xfactor. This is Impact's chance to try to tie this game up. Looks like Rainey Stanczak getting this point start for Impact, along with Joshua Met, Chad Bougier with his new team, and Justin Cornell. So Coach Bart Yakimek running with Cornell, even though he's been struggling here in the first couple points. But hey, man, you got a guy like Cornell. And Todd, we had said Cornell had been amazing up to this point.
Yeah, Cornell, he's been all over the place. He's been in the snake. He's been up the middle. Here comes Chad Bougier out to this Dorito side with Wamet. He pulls up short. Colt Roberts comes all the way to Dorito 1.
I like that. Even down 2 players, he comes out here and says, hey, I'm still going to come at you guys.
Yeah, Xfactor.
And they take one. They get Justin Rabikoff. So Justin Rabikoff's walking off.
And that might have been Colt Roberts shooting crossfield at Justin.
And they take out another one.
Yeah,
here comes Xfactor.
Nick Laval comes up, even in the body count up. Archie Montemayor, Billy Bernacci in the snake. And, you know, that's been Xfactor's thing. When they're down bodies, they go at you. They're pushing aggressive. They're making those spots. And Colt Roberts comes around, and he gets, no, he's clean. So I thought Chad Bougier might have got a shot on Colt Roberts, but Colt Roberts is pushing forward. So, you know, the fearless boys from Texas able to really try to push it aggressively, but looks like Archie Montemayor gets shot out. So just 2 bodies left alive here for San Antonio Xfactor as Archie gets shot out of his bunker. So right now, Impact with a slight 1-body advantage, Todd.
Yeah, looks like Justin Cornell is in Snake 2, mirrored up with Billy Bernacci. Colt Roberts here in the Dorito 2. Chad Bougier sneaking up, trying to get a shot across the field. He's going to look to make a move on Colt Roberts. I don't know if Colt Roberts saw, but Chad Bougier just moved into the 50 Dorito. Here comes Chad Bougier.
Going to use his speed. Down. Nice work by Chad Bougier. The tables have turned on Colt Roberts. Beautiful move by Chad Bougier. And then a run down and get a little bit of redemption for Justin Cornell running down Billy Bernacchi, who was the last player left alive on that snake side of the field.
Chad Bougier right there.
Starts down 3, shoots Joshua Matt and Justin Rabikoff, evens it up. Looks like they just turned it around, and I don't know who got the drop on Archie Montemayor, but that was the big move right there.
Well, let's check out the replay here. It's the little things when you get this far in the tournament. Look at this beautiful move by Chad Bougier. Colt got caught sleeping over here. Colt thought that Chad was still posted up down that sideline, but no, Chad Bougier helping out his new team. So 12 minutes, 38 seconds left to go here in this crucial matchup between Edmonton Impact and San Antonio Xfactor, trying to find out who's going to win the inaugural NXL event.
That's what you like to see from Chad Bougier right there. If you're Edmonton Impact, coming out here on the wire by himself as he lost his back guy, making the move to the inside, puts the pressure, puts the Billy Bernacchi's head down in the snake, then turns on the boosters coming through the highway, bunkering out Colt Roberts.
So let's check out this replay here down on the snake side of the field. And there's Justin Cornell. Again, looking for a little bit of redemption, getting off to a slow start, but he's been doing this for a long time. Justin runs the highway on Billy. So Chad Bougier had the awesome move down the D side on Colt, and Justin Cornell owns Billy Bernacchi in the snake, and that's going to tie things up here.
Yeah, what a move right there on both sides of the field. Looked a little scary there, I'm sure, in the impact pit as they lost a couple bodies. But, I mean, we've seen that from Xfactor so many times. They get penalties. They continue to attack. A lot of times we saw it earlier today, you know, when they played 4-on-5 and won that point. You know, it's just the type of team they are. It's like, hey, might as well risk it, right?
And the call, I actually talked to Ryan Brand as well before this game, and he was kind of joking with me. He's like, hey, I should get coaching move of the tournament when it's 5-on-4, and I sent Billy all the way to the snake, and Billy was like, well, I mean, I made it. Do I get a little bit of credit for that? You know, and so it was, but that's a kind of a, you know, it's a risky play when you're down body sending somebody all the way to the snake. But, you know, normally you're not thinking that the team's expecting an aggressive move in that situation. So here we go, back at full strength here. San Antonio Xfactor, Dixon Yang out on the field. And here comes Jordan. There goes Montemayor up in the center. Montemayor is now going to go towards the D side of the field. And still aggressive moves here from San Antonio Xfactor. Off the break, nobody dead for either team. Looks like no, Xfactor does lose a body. I think they lost Jordan going out wide here on the D side. They did. So Derek Jordan not able to make it out. Back corner Booker on the D side.
Archie Montemayor, Ryan Brand running that play where Archie comes up through the middle and then cuts out to the inside Dorito. Archie in there now, looking to wrap and get some kills. He's got Grayson Goff behind him. There you see Archie on your screen. In that inside Dorito, shooting heads up. He's got Chad Bougier in the Dorito wedge. Justin Cornell up in that center tower. That's Kovar on your screen right there in the snake tower. Going heads up against Zach Yakimek, number 10 for Edmonton Impact. Both shooting paint through that lane. Zach Yakimek, the widest body out for Impact over there, so he's just going to pump balls through that snake zone. So Kovar doesn't second out to the corner or to the snake side temple.
And looks like Justin Cornell, and now another penalty there now on Chad Bougier. So a lot of the stars for these teams getting some penalties here. And Justin Cornell eats up Archie Montemayor in the center. So Justin Cornell is getting some right now. Has 2 points in a row where he's been clocking in. So a little bit of a downstroke for him at the beginning of this game, but doesn't matter, man. Big players have big games, and Justin Cornell now stepping up. That was a huge kill on Archie Montemayor, shooting the 2014 Top Gun Award winner.
Justin Cornell now playing the Dorito side of the A. Gonna look to wrap around. Shooting back at Dixon Yang and Grayson Goff. Rainey Stanzak makes a bump out of the back center to the snake side tower. Zach Yakimek made a bump into snake one. He's shooting across the field. We've seen a lot of good fills from Zach Yakimek this event, continuing to play solid for Edmonton Impact.
Justin Cornell's getting, I'm sorry, Todd, go ahead. Yeah, Justin Cornell getting pinched out, and he's going to get a major penalty. So that's 2 major penalties on Justin Cornell. So, man, he's playing great and getting tons of penalties all at the same time. Oh, God. So that is going to do it in San Antonio Xfactor. Michael Kovar, solid work over there. And also Grayson Goff and Dixon Yang still alive, so team effort here from San Antonio Xfactor, but getting a gift with that penalty to pull out the last players for Edmonton Impact, and now Xfactor going to go up 3-2.
It's like you said, he's playing well, but he's got 2 majors.
He's riding the line. He's riding the lightning very hard right now.
That one's tough. There's a ref sitting right there. He's trying to play tight. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't see from here, but again, he's got 2 majors. Doesn't matter. Xfactor's up 3-2, and both teams are playing great right now.
Is it just me, or does it feel like Impact gets a lot of penalties in the finals? You know, like sometimes, like it was 2013. They made the finals almost every single event, and then just kept getting second places because they were getting They were getting penalties. You know, like, and I don't feel like they're a dirty team.
Yeah.
You know, like not particularly, right?
Yeah, they're not. They're definitely not a dirty team. But you know, look, sometimes the
players
ride
the line.
Sometimes the faucet's on and sometimes it's not. Right now, the faucet is definitely on for Justin Cornell, which is unfortunate for Impact because you know he's also playing really great. So for Bart Yakimek, who's the coach, it's like, well, I can't really pull you out because you're killing tons of guys. But at the same time, could you please stop getting some penalties because I need you. And you're kind of letting us down a little bit when it comes to the penalties, but you're really hooking us up when it comes to the kill count. So, I mean, poor Bart's probably sitting there and be like, oh, just smashing his clipboard against his head and be like, Justin, please, I need you to be a little bit more sensitive when those shots come in.
Let's see who he sends out here this next point. So you got Justin Rabikoff walking out.
Yeah, so we're going to figure out who's going to be starting this next point for these 2 teams. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly in the meantime.
Thanks, Maddie. Impact will be starting 5 bodies up, but basically what happened is a ref told Justin Cornell that he was hit in the knee. Justin looked back at the ref, shook his head, basically saying no, he wasn't, and kept playing on. So it was playing on with an obvious hit that got him a major. Back to you.
All right, so 5 players out. Billy Bernaccia, Grayson Goff. Looks like Jordan's back out. Archie Montemayor. And can't see that other guy because Jordan's blocking us out here. And it's Colt Roberts, of course. So Coach Ryan Brand for Xfactor riding his horses right now. You know, it's good to see Grayson Goff get in the starting 5 here for the finals.
Keith Brown coming in for Impact over to the snake side, using his wheels to get out to the snake side temple. Justin Rabikoff next to him. Looks like Billy Bernaccia gets shot on the break going out there to the snake temple for Xfactor. Bodies doubled up in the back center, one in the snake tower, one in the Dorito wedge for Xfactor. Nick Laval out here in Dorito 1 for Edmonton Impact. He's got Josh Wimette behind him. Rainey Stanzak with the move up the middle.
And there's Derek Jordan and Colt Roberts on your screen here on the D side for San Antonio Xfactor. 1 body is dropped, just Billy Bernaccia for San Antonio Xfactor on the snake side. A full complement, 5 players alive for Edmonton Impact. 3-2 is the score. 9 minutes and 40 seconds to go here. Last match of the day, pro finals here at the 2015 NXL Great Lakes Open.
Archie Montemayor getting shot out of the snake tower. Looks like Keith Brown snuck in the snake for Edmonton Impact. There he is in snake 1 on the right of your screen. He's going to look to turn the corner. A free snake. Nobody over there that can shoot him. The only body that can maybe shoot him would be Colt Roberts over here in the Dorito side wedge. But Keith Brown in that snake by himself. Grayson Goff moves over to the snake tower now from the back center. Justin Rabikoff coming into the snake temple to support Brown. Rainey Stanzak in that center tower, beating down on Derek Jordan so he can't get out of that Dorito 1. Colt Roberts worrying about the snake side right now. The door is open on the Dorito side for Edmonton Impact for Laval and Wimette. And here comes Wimette now out of the Dorito wedge into the inside Dorito.
And Todd, also here comes Keith Brown past the 50-yard line, Rab.
Yep, he's moving up, and he's got a shot look right there, and Colt Roberts.
That was nasty. Keith Brown rolls up and smokes Colt Roberts, who had no idea that Keith Brown had made that move. And now Keith Brown going to town over here on the snake side for Edmonton Impact. Not looking good for Xfactor. 2 bodies left alive for them. And Edmonton Impact looking solid here, trying to tie this game up. 8:19 on the clock.
So Wimette and Laval. Here comes Stanzak into the middle of the field. Up to the snake side of the A. Just Jordan and Goff left alive. There's Brown on your screen. Justin Rabikoff. Look for him to make the sneaky move as he probes the field. He's got the freedom. Rainey Stanzak coming back to the Dorito side. Brown just posted on Goff. There's Laval over here in the Dorito 1 still. He could probably make a bump up the Dorito side. He's got Ouimet with him. They got the guns. They got the bodies. Jordan not looking his way. Jordan focused solely on the snake side of the field.
And here comes Rainey Stanzak creeping through the middle, trying to get a shot on Jordan. And Keith Brown gets taken out.
So Jordan's able to shoot Keith Brown, but Jordan now trying to get a shot on, is that Ouimet past the 50-yard line? Or Rainey? No, it's Rainey.
Nick Laval needs to really get going down this Dorito side if he plans on.
Who's on the 50-yard line here for...
and there comes Justin Rabikoff shooting Grayson Goff in the back and then shooting Jordan in the back as well. So Justin Rabikoff blazing down that stake, taking matters into his own hands.
You know, quietly, slowly but surely, Justin Rabikoff's having a good tournament. I mean, we haven't really been calling Justin's name a ton here in the Impact games, but he's not making very many mistakes. He's always seems to be in the hunt somewhere, somehow, some way.
Trying to put himself in positions where obviously he's supporting Keith Brown or Justin Cornell, and just, like you said, like Josh Ouimet and Justin are consistently doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, we haven't seen, Justin came up and became paintball famous because he would just make these ridiculously huge moves. Pulling off this crazy stuff last minute, diving, run-throughs, and but now, trying to find his place on Impact past couple seasons, he's just become that kind of quiet killer almost, and at least in this event, hasn't had any game-breaking, ridiculous moves like, say, but then on also Josh Ouimet is another one of those guys when I'm thinking about, okay, let's say Impact does win this event, or if Xfactor does win this event, who would you give that MVP award to?
Because today we will be giving out Best Coach of the event, Sportsmanship Award, Best Move of the Event Divisionals, Best Move of the Event for Pro, MVP for the Pro Finals, and overall MVP.
So tons of awards to hand out here, and honestly, there's still a big question mark, hanging over most of those trophies. Archie was making a strong run for MVP. That's no surprise for San Antonio Xfactor because he just constantly was getting things done in every single point in huge spots. So he got a couple penalties and some early deaths, but he definitely was prevailing way more often than he wasn't. And then Colt Roberts stepped up, obviously, definitely in the running for move of the event with a couple of his different moves. And then on the flip side for Edmonton Impact, Ouimet played so well to get the team to the finals, so he's in contention as well. It's kind of tough, man. We haven't really had anyone come out and just be like, yeah, that award's mine.
Not yet. We still have
we shall see. We're at a tie ball game right here. It may come down to the last point.
Yeah, Colt started off phenomenal here.
Colt had going in, hey, we got 7 minutes left, and we're tied 3-3.
But also, he's had guys die around him, losing Derek Jordan, and he did get owned by Chad Bougere in that one play that Chad made. And so Chad, that was a sweet move by Chad.
That crawl by Colt.
That's what I mean. Colt has a couple moves that could be moves of the tournament.
Nick Laval getting shot on the break, coming out here to Dorito 1. Colt Roberts making that move now. Up the inside to the inside Dorito, where he can now just wrap on the back center.
And Colt's been making that move, man. He just starts killing a lot of people from that position right there.
Yeah, and Colt's putting pressure on those back center bunkers, and Colt has two guns on him right now. And now we're looking at Impact on your screen there, snake side of the field, trying to get out. And here comes Derek Jordan. So some moves made by San Antonio Xfactor D side. We're still here on the snake side on your screen, doubling up that back center for Edmonton Impact. So not a lot of aggression from Impact over there on that snake side of the field. Keith Brown trying to work his way into the snake. There's Montemayor. And right beside him, number 52 for San Antonio Xfactor, Michael Kovar, who's been getting a ton of spins.
Look at this. Josh Ouimet and Justin Rabikoff get picked off at the same time.
And that's either Jordan or Colt Roberts. I think that might be, I think it was a combo of Jordan and Roberts. I think they both got a confirmed kill over there. So, Colt stepping up yet again here. So, again, trying to find out who is going to be the MVP. I don't know. We're going to find out. And also who, most importantly, who is going to take the victory here, as this is a team sport. So right now, San Antonio Xfactor taking a 1-point lead here. So what a seesaw battle back and forth. I'm really happy that we're getting to see a close match and a really hardcore fight here between two teams that, anytime they enter an event, they have a chance to win it.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're fighting back and forth right here. Let's check out this replay that we got set up. Here comes Josh Ouimet out of that back center. He gets picked off, and there's Justin Rabikoff on the left side of your screen getting shot at the same time. Rainey Stanzak trying to edge out for Edmonton Impact, but Xfactor doing a really solid job right there, getting kills, taking a 1-point lead here in the finals.
6 minutes left in the match,
close.
so we've got plenty of
time left.
and it's the match we expected. Nice back and forth seesaw battle.
You know, it's been a while since Impact had a legendary run, legit, last year as far as winning a series title in both Europe and over here in the States, winning tournaments. They won, how many tournaments in Europe did they win in a row? 4. That's ridiculous.
3. They won 3 of the 4.
3 of the 4 are ridiculous still. And then they also, had a lot of success over here in the States, enough to win the series championship. And then Xfactor, coming off that world championship they won 2 years ago, still they weren't able to find the form that took them to that world championship. But it's the exact same squad with the addition of Karl Markowski, who really hasn't gotten any playing time out here, still yet to find his, his link in the chain for San Antonio Xfactor, which I think is going to be relatively inevitable because he's a beast. But that's really good for Xfactor, man.
Yeah.
Both these teams incredibly deep.
Hey, both these teams have weapons in their arsenal that they haven't even brought out yet here at this event. So you always keep those on deck just in case. And Chad Bougere gets shot going out to the Dorito side corner. Xfactor has shot the wide guy for Impact 3 different times this match so far.
Yep.
And created that advantage for themselves. Colt Roberts now in the back center.
Well, and I think it's Colt Roberts shooting that back, so he stays in the back center this time, and I think Colt was the one that got the shot on Chad Bougere.
Yeah, because Derek Jordan dove in to that Dorito wedge.
And here comes
just
Jordan.
Got there alive.
Jordan Colt Roberts down this Dorito side against Justin Rabakoff on the Dorito side, followed by, looks like, Zach Yakimek following up Justin Rabakoff. So Derek Jordan moving to Dorito 2 with a 5 alive still for Xfactor against 4 Edmonton Impact.
Derek Jordan getting out here wide to the Dorito 2. Now looking across the field. All these Xfactor players have been playing pretty much every single point. These guys have got to be tough out here, but they're fighting both these teams. Impact running a couple lines. They got Rainey Stanzak in now with J-Rab and Zach Yakimek. Justin Cornell back in there now in that snake tower. He's going to look there. Derek Jordan now coming into the wedge on the 40 Dorito. Justin Rabakoff gets shot, and Impact going to blow the horn.
So that is going to make it. And Colt, man, Colt, I can hear Colt from here,
Colt,
fired up.
Colt's pumped up. He's playing great.
Yeah, Colt is definitely really stepping up. He stepped up in the beginning of this game, and then even when he got ran down by Chad Bougere, still didn't let it mess with him too much. He came back out, just got that kill off the break on his side of the field over here, D side, and then him and Derek Jordan tag teaming and just handling business over here. 5-3 is the score. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more of this final matchup coming to you from the 2015 NXL Great Lakes Open. See you in a second. Get a look here in the crowd for this final matchup. Looks like some free swags being given away out there. That always gets everybody up.
Free stuff.
Yep, everybody loves free stuff.
Hey, Maddie, you want some free stuff?
Of course.
Yeah, I want some free stuff.
Free's my second favorite 4-letter word.
Free 99.
So right now, looks like Coach Ryan Brand got caught slipping there for a second. He has to run off the field. And just a few seconds before we start this next one here. 4 minutes and 42 seconds to go, and it looks like there's going to be a minute to go before the break. I think it might have been a timeout called here, as Edmonton Impact has not fielded a body yet out, still teamed up in a huddle, and looks like Coach Bart Yakimek is giving them a little piece of his mind. Heard this speech before. If you haven't get a chance to check out the new Impact series that Sina just dropped, new episode, fresh and ready, made just for you, definitely go to PbNation and check it out. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Thanks, Maddie. Impact took that timeout because they were trying to figure out who the best guys were to put on the field to make sure Xfactor doesn't get a greater lead here. Justin Rabikoff was saying this is the time they really need to push up the center, get up that gut. Bart Yakimek was saying they need to defend against that Dorito side. Colt Roberts, Derek Jordan. So they're going to be gun heavy on the Dorito side. Back to you.
Well, you know you're playing good when the other team's calling your name out and saying we need to put guns that side because you're tearing us apart. So here we go. Now Colt looks like he's going far. Archie, and no, he's not going that far. So Colt just going to go to the insert bunker. Archie is going to be shooting over his head towards that D side of the field. And here comes a big move up into the center.
Rainey Stanzak getting into that A right away. Going to lock off that Dorito side. Good time for him to do that, considering both Archie and Colt are over here on the Dorito side for Xfactor. You know, Impact, they've had bodies over here on the snake or on the Dorito side a little bit, but only a couple games have they really gotten to that snake and done work.
Yeah, and right now, Rainey Stanzik, there's no one out for him to shoot on this D side of the field. The closest body is Colt Roberts, so he's going to come around and try to keep Colt. And we'll see if Colt can figure out. You know, the last time that this happened was the beginning of the game, and Colt Roberts ran the body down. Looks like a body drops on that D side of the field. I think that's Billy Bernaccia coming off.
Yeah, it looks like Billy.
Bernaccia. And Keith Brown is walking off, so maybe they traded with each other possibly. So four alive, and Rainey Stanzak gets taken out playing the A on the right side of the A.
Did he get shot? He must have got shot underneath the A. I think that might have been the stand-up on the snake side from that temple.
I think he tried to wrap, but he looked like he was having a little bit of a loader issue while he was up there.
Well, that's gonna make
takes you out of your game sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely gonna make life a lot easier for Archie Montemayor and Colt Roberts, who are the guns shading here towards the D side of the field. We're still looking at this snake shot here.
Well, there goes Kovar walking off the field off the snake side, and then Colt Roberts catches one in the goggles.
And Billy Bernaccia, so I don't know.
Justin Cornell is over there handling business on the snake side here for Edmonton Impact, and here comes Justin Rabikoff. You know, again, always alive, getting it done.
Justin Cornell getting those majors, but man, he has had some games getting into the snake over there, coming on to Xfactor's side of the field and just chopping bodies up. You know, it's hard to take a guy like him off the field, you know, when he gets penalties, because he's so capable. You know, he was just dicing people up through the prelims, and Keith Brown dies over there on the snake side, but Cornell sneaks in, comes all the way down, gets himself a couple kills from that snake. So Impact still in this game. Here's Joshua Matt and Justin Rabikoff when they see the bodies start to drop, come gunning down the Dorito side, and Justin Rabikoff runs to hang that flag. That's another big game by Justin Cornell.
God.
So
if you just stop getting penalties, you'd be making a real solid run for that MVP award, man, depending on who wins this event and what happens here in the next couple points. Yeah, but hey, man, look, that's the thing. You get a penalty, you got to step up, get back out there.
You can't dwell on it.
You have to have that selective amnesia. Yeah, let it resonate. Let it resonate just for a beat, just so you can fix it. But then after you fix it, then you have to get back out there, because there's always another point to play. And if you're one of those guys if you're one of the horses that your coach is running over and over and over again, he's expecting you to, to let that just fall off your shoulders and get back out and give that performance that he needs you to have, that your team needs you to have, that you yourself need to have.
Yeah, and you got to have faith in that guy too. Sometimes it's easy, when you have so many weapons out there, to pull that guy out, put somebody else in, try and get the job done. But Justin Cornell's been doing this for so long. He's so talented and such a unique player, in his speed, his size, his intelligence, and that's the thing about all the guys over here on Edmonton Impact, is that they're all so smart. They have such a feel for the game. They understand the dynamic, the flow, and consistently able to come out here and just get the job done point after point after point.
Hey, we couldn't have asked for a better matchup, though, here for the finals of the first NXL event in the Pro Division.
Yeah, we got a one-point game.
Yeah, 1 point ball game right here. Impact down by 1 here against Xfactor with just under 3 minutes to play. So we're going to find out who's going to be the best team here at this event. And it looks like
Chad,
two bodies walking off here for Impact.
Again, Impact can't make. They're going to that same Dorito one,
Well,
and
and
Xfactor's just chopping them up going to
And
it.
again, there was a body that dropped off on the D side of the field and immediately blowing that horn. And that's the gun of Colt Roberts again. Anytime Colt, when he stays in that back center and shoots towards this D side of the field, he kills the guy running out. He's done it both times that he stayed back to the 2
Did
points.
Chad Bougere, he didn't even try to go to the corner, did he?
No,
he tried to go to the wedge.
I don't know if he went to the way. I don't know where he got hit, but
I'm not sure where he got hit, but he got smoked. We're trying to run out there.
I didn't think he even tried to run to the Dorito one.
Well,
it looked like he tried to go to the mini wedge.
Well,
And I've only seen that guy get shot twice this whole event.
Well, it just happened, and the only gun shooting this way, because Derek Jordan was running out, was Colt Roberts. But also, I couldn't see who it was that was shooting towards the snake side of the field as well for San Antonio Xfactor, but he dropped that shot in, and that was the difference, because then I think Justin Rabikoff died early out of his bunker, and that was it. Then Coach Bart was like, hey, I got to blow this one. I need to preserve all this time. Again, we're really running low on time here. All right, so now Xfactor with the 2-point lead over Impact, and we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Denise. I'm from Los Paintball Park in San Diego, California. The customer service from Falcon is pretty much number one. Anytime we have an issue, they get right on it. If we have a particularly busy weekend and we're getting low on paint, Falcon's been available to us even on a Saturday evening. The paint is really good, really reliable, and we don't have any problems with it. If you're ever in San Diego, come on by and check us out. Come out and shoot some Falcon paintballs.
Now Xfactor is ahead 2 points, 6-4 against Impact. But Xfactor, they're feeling good, but they are not letting this get to their head. In the pits, they are saying this is a 0-0 match. This is the most important match right here. This is the most important point. They have to win this. It doesn't matter that they're 2 ahead. Up to you, Maddie.
Thanks, Lauren. Yeah, and Michael Kovar came out, got checked out by the referee with his gun, shot hot, and had to run in and switch his gun out so he could start this next point. It's great to see a veteran like Michael Kovar get as much playing time as he is. He's really earning that spot and been playing very consistent for them. You know, one of those unsung heroes that definitely deserves his recognition. So off the break here, crazy run from Archie Montemayor, and he makes it in clean.
Yeah, that was the run that we've seen Archie make when they need to get quick points and get a lot of kills.
2 bodies, though, coming off for Xfactor 3 now, and here comes Justin Rabikoff storming up as Archie gets shot in his bunker, and it looks like Grayson Goff and Michael Kovar coming off here. And so just 2 bodies left alive for Xfactor. And here comes the push as Edmonton Impact, Justin Rabikoff past the 50-yard line. And here comes Impact with just 2:12 left to go. They're going to take out Kovar, and last player left alive.
So coming up, scoring a quick point, bringing it back to a 1-point game with 2 minutes left to go here. Oof. This is going to get interesting. I like what Xfactor did right there. You know, they hadn't run that play with Archie. I think they might have run it once early. They ran it with Colt and it worked. They ran it with Archie because that was their quick hitter. That's where Archie gets in there, wraps around real quick, gets a couple quick kills, but he wrapped around on his first wrap and got shot. So you know, I like the fact that Ryan Brand, you know, kept that in his pocket and didn't let off the gas and try and run a defensive play. You know, he still tried to come at Impact.
You want to talk about coach of the event? Ryan Brand is throwing some amazing looks at people. You know, I mean, I got to give my hats off to a guy like Noel Tran with 187, who I was thinking maybe coach of the event. That's 2 events in a row. He's getting a team that's trying to fight for relevance here in the Pro Division. But Ryan Brand, his coaching calls have been on point. Yes, he's getting production out of his killers, and yeah, some guys are stepping up for him, but we've seen him consistently throw some really good looks at the opposition.
Yeah, absolutely, Matty. I like where your head's at on that. You know, we've seen so many times where, you know, a coach will take his foot off the gas, try and play defensive. This is absolutely not the field for that.
Yeah, but
you know, continuing to run Billy, you know, running Billy and Jordan so many different times. You know, it's been impressive out here. We've got a quick break. We'll be right back. Stick around. 2 minutes left to go.
Everything you see at the tournament is just the surface. What you don't see is the sacrifice. All the lost friends, angry girlfriends, and missed work. We pour every ounce of grit, determination, and energy that we have into this game every week leading up to the event. We drill, scrimmage, and we travel all over the globe just to chase the thrill of winning the next tournament. But there's a fine line between winning and second place, and that's why we choose GI Sports.
You've come a long way from the first time you played paintball, charging in like Soap McTavish, only to get blown to smithereens in seconds. Since then, You've played every weekend, watched every paintball video, gone to every pro clinic, and still, when it came down to a one-on-one to win the tournament, you choked. That's all in the past. This is a new season, a new match, a new you. This is your redemption.
Point for these two teams right now, as Xfactor has a 1-point lead, not very much time left. If Xfactor comes out and wins this point, they're probably going to win the tournament. If Impact comes out and ties it up, well, then they got a chance. But that's the situation here, is it's really Impact's point to win or lose right now, in the sense that if they don't win this one, then Xfactor's going to cruise to victory. There's not going to be enough time left. Obviously, depending, completely contingent on how much time this point takes. Billy Bernaccia, another huge coach call, and it looks like Billy Bernaccia is able to make it into Snake 2 off the break. Wow, that is a very aggressive coach call from Ryan Brandt, Todd.
And that's a great move, because now it'll slow down that Dorito side of Impact possibly here. But Josh Wimet does make it out to Dorito 1. But I don't know if they know he's in there yet at Snake 2. So.
And Kovar gets out to the Snake corner. So Colt Roberts and Archie Montemayor in the back center right now. Derek Jordan. There's Billy Bernaccia on your screen. Oh, he might have gotten shot. Billy Bernaccia, 1 minute and 25 seconds left to go. He gets shot.
That's a horrible death from Billy Bernaccia, man. I mean, your team is winning the tournament right now. You're in Snake 2. There's no reason for you to have any sort of head checks that you think you could potentially get shot in.
And now Justin Cornell comes into Snake 2 for Impact. 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go. The body advantage. Here comes Justin Rabikoff creeping through the middle. Joshua Met guns up down the Dorito side. Zach Yakimek looks like he's going to come attack up the A. 1 minute left.
Impact is definitely stacking the center of this field for the attack. And it looks like still 4 bodies left alive here for San Antonio Xfactor, trying to maintain this lead. Here comes Wimet, who's played so consistent and solid for Edmonton Impact over here on the D side, right portion of your screen. Can Xfactor hold off the attack of Edmonton Impact? Just 37 seconds left to go.
Here comes Zach Yakimek down the middle of the field. Wimet to the 50 Dorito. Justin Rabikoff. He's going to come in next to Wimet. Justin Cornell is past the 50 Snake. Here comes the run. There goes Montemayor. There goes Roberts. There goes Jordan. Just Kovar in the corner. Rabikoff with 21 seconds left. Justin Cornell shoots out Kovar. And here comes Edmonton Impact.
I mean, I don't want to put it all on one person, but if Billy Bernaccia had stayed alive in that Snake, I don't think that Edmonton Impact, we would have had a different story here.
Would have been much harder.
Hey, but hats off to Edmonton Impact, maintaining their composure, down by a point, and you know,
all their players were looking at when they heard the 60 seconds, 30 seconds go off, they look at the clock again and they know, hey, we have to tie this.
And who was there again? Justin Rabikoff. Your son doing an amazing job over here, along with Joshua Met. I think Joshua Met had a point there.
He was over here.
Yep, and then also Zach Yakimek. And we didn't even know if Yakimek was going to be able to play this event because he had some sort of injury.
He had a groin injury.
Yeah, but what a huge point there by Edmonton Impact, and a terrible death by Billy Bernaccia. He was on camera. We saw when that happened, and there was no reason for him to come out there. All he needs to do is just hide in that spot, shoot cross field.
Maddie, the difference maker in that game was, again, Justin Cornell, getting all the way down the Snake, putting the pressure on Colt Roberts in the back center, pushing him around. Here goes Billy Bernaccia on the break on this replay, making the Snake 1, going into straight 2. But there he is, getting shot on the side of the loader. Here's Cornell as he comes out and shoots Colt Roberts. Montemayor gets shot on the inside by the move by Zach Yakimek. Justin Cornell forcing the issue down there on the Snake, and then Zach coming through, and then Wimet and Rabikoff closing that game out. So, finals, NXL, we're going to overtime.
I don't know. You think that's your call?
Yeah,
all
absolutely.
Right. And we might see it. Maybe we will see an overtime point here, but let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Eddie, as you guys were saying, that was a really brave call by Coach Ryan Brandt to put Billy Bernaccia into the Snake off of the break. And the thing is, Impact knew that was going to happen. Before that point, David Bain said they had not shot Billy off the break going into the snake yet, so they were locking down on that. They weren't able to do it, but they did shoot him out later and luckily get the point. Back to you.
Not exactly sure who got the shot on Billy Bernaccia, the key kill in that match, because that really was what freed up the attack. But it was most likely Justin Cornell, because he was in the snake and Billy got shot right down the line. So it must have been Justin Cornell. I don't know, what do you guys think?
I think so.
I think so. So it's, you know, it's kind of the seesaw battle, which is what we were hoping to see here in this final matchup between these two high-powered teams. And now, Todd, I think I might have to agree with you. I think we might see an overtime point. It all always comes down to the break. How quick is a point going to go? Well,
how many
depends
bodies
on
stay alive?
How many bodies do you shoot, and can you stay alive? So we're going to find out here. And man, I'm pretty antsy right now. You know, it's both these teams. You know, neither one of these teams deserve the win. It's who earns the win. That's all that matters, and that's why we love watching this game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure Keith Brown was over there. I think he ran out to the corner
Maybe
on the
it was
break.
Brown?
He might have gotten a shot as well, but
yeah, and you know who's been another quiet killer for Impact? Keith Brown.
Yeah, I mean, using his speed, you know, having Keith Brown and Justin Cornell over there, you know, it's definitely a very strong attack for Edmonton Impact. But you know, I think they're going to run off that 15 seconds, throw 5 minutes on the clock. We're going to go to overtime here. I'm sure Xfactor is going to send out the usual suspects: Kovar, Goff, Bernaccia, Roberts, and Montemayor. Going to be interesting, you know, who Impact sends out over here. But, you know, a lot of these games, you know, as we've always seen, you know, can be won or lost on the break. And Xfactor's been doing a really good job of shooting players on the break right now. I wonder what Coach Ryan Brand is going to send out here. He's going to run that Billy Bernaccia snake play. He's going to run the inside play with Archie coming up through the middle. What do you think?
I'm just thinking, as a coach, you two have coached a lot of teams here past couple seasons. As you well know, it's a combination of calling the right plays and getting execution out of your guys.
It comes down to, like you said, all weekend. How many guys are alive? If it's a 5-on-5, it's going overtime. If one of those teams lose 2 on the break, they're going to go for it.
Yeah, so it looks like we're about to see here 20 seconds to go before the start of this next one here.
And here comes the line for Edmonton Impact: Joshua Met, Zach Yakimek, Rainey Stanzak, Justin Cornell, and Justin Rabikoff. Looks like Impact's going hard towards the snake side. Same thing with Xfactor. Guns up on the break. All bodies alive for Edmonton Impact. Cornell makes the corner.
And it looks like we are already into the overtime point, Todd. It looks like they burned that 15 seconds off the clock.
And Archie Montemayor gets shot on the break.
And Justin Rabikoff. So 2 of their killers are walking off the field 4-on-4.
There goes Zach Yakimek.
2 in the snake. I don't like that move.
Hey, it worked out for him, though. They made it in there. Billy Bernaccia already in the snake. Let's see if he can get a little bit of redemption here in this point. Such a crucial point here. The game on the line, the tournament on the line, and Billy Bernaccia gets shot out of his bunker again. An unfortunate tournament event for Xfactor fans.
And here comes Justin Cornell.
And Zach Yakimek.
Yakimek there in the 50 wedge, having a huge day. He's got his eye on Jordan over here on the Dorito side. Colt Roberts, though, fills out to the snake side. Grayson Goff is in the snake temple. Kovar in the snake tower. Derek Jordan here in the Dorito 1, looking across the field. Nobody's paying attention to the Dorito side. Joshua Met bumps into the Dorito wedge. Derek Jordan makes his bump out. He gets into the Dorito 2, but he's going to get picked off on that move. Zach Yakimek probably shot him from that 50. Just 2 bodies left alive now for San Antonio Xfactor.
Todd, not looking good for San Antonio Xfactor. Impact looking real solid, but Zach Yakimek throws his body away. But here comes Justin Cornell again.
Zach Yakimek trades out with Grayson Goff. Just 1 body left alive. It's only Colt Roberts.
And Justin Cornell handling business on that snake side. And a triumphant Edmonton Impact are going to take this overtime victory against San Antonio Xfactor. Hard-fought battle here, but with 3 minutes and 20-ish seconds left here, Edmonton Impact only losing a body. And Rab, like you said, it was Zach Yakimek who he didn't throw his body away. He just traded out.
He traded out, and that's what, at that point, hey, I'll do the trade.
Yeah,
Zach Yakimek making his bid as he comes out here and has a few stellar performances for Edmonton Impact. I'll tell you what, Matty, that's a team victory for Edmonton Impact.
It's a very much a team victory.
Tie it, come back in overtime. This match was absolutely amazing.
You know, and if you really look across the board at the roster here for Edmonton Impact, there wasn't really one guy that stood out spectacularly other than maybe Justin Cornell. The knocks against Justin are the majors that set him back, that let, you know, Colt Roberts really step up there in the beginning and kind of emerge as the dominant player in the beginning of the match. But we didn't really see Colt much here in the last couple points. I don't know if he got so winded.
After those 3 points, man, and he was on fire. Like you said, I don't know if he was winded, he got dead legs. We don't know what happened.
Well, it wasn't. It was more like the last couple points didn't see that much out of him. But man, in the beginning, really helping keep Xfactor in this match. But man, just unfortunate for Xfactor that, you know, Billy Bernaccia getting into the snake, 2 important points, dying out of his spot. But man, Edmonton Impact stepping up here at the first NXL event and going to take this victory. You know, and also stellar play. You know, again, quiet, you know, didn't really have any standout plays where he's running up and shooting 3 or 4 guys, but Justin Rabikoff, consistent. Chad Bougier had a couple points there, you know, we're talking about entire tournament. And also Joshua Met, you know, Joshua Met didn't really stand out here in this particular matchup, but we kept calling his name over and over again in the lead up to this game. So, yeah, man, full team effort from Edmonton Impact.
And pull that list, you're going to have to pick a Pro Finals MVP.
Well, you're going to have to help. You guys are going to have to help me with this one. I've been thinking about this for a while. I really kind of want to give move of the tournament to Colt Roberts. Why? Colt Roberts had maybe 3 moves that could have been move of the tournament. One would have been a sealed the deal for move of the tournament, but he got that major penalty. But that move that he stepped up to set the tempo and the pace for this tournament, or for this final match, called a shot too when I talked to him about it. I mean, I got to give Colt Roberts move of the tournament unless you guys severely disagree. I don't know. What do you think? I don't think Todd agrees. Todd, you think?
Well, we did have Greg Sewers baller move. If we're talking move on this field, and then what about 187's 2-on-5 today?
Well, and that's here. Well, I'm thinking. Okay, so you have there's a couple different awards we need to give right now as these guys are coming out to celebrate. We have MVP of the finals. We have, which I think Cornell would probably be a clear-cut winner if he hadn't had 2 major penalties in the beginning, which thus complicates things thoroughly for us over here trying to figure this out. But again, so, you know, Cornell is definitely a candidate. I think Colt Roberts is a candidate. As far as MVP for the tournament, you know, I mean, 187 got really far in this tournament again, and Max Traylor really stepped up for them, was very consistent. I almost kind of want to give, and also Max Traylor was one of the reasons they were able to make it in, was because Max Traylor was alive in that 5-on-2 situation with Nick Sloviak.
So here, let's start at, let's go with the best moves. Let's pick our player there. So it's
mine is the 3-pack that Colt Roberts got when he came through the middle. Bunkered Rainey out of the middle, and then got the 2 kills.
That's what I'm saying. So I thought you were disagreeing with me for a second when you were just sitting here all quiet. So, yeah, I mean, and then we got Justin Cornell smiling over here. I think we got to give move of the tournament. We're going to talk it over. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly. We're going to figure this out.
Hey guys, I am here with Justin Cornell. Congratulations, you guys just won first place at the first NXL event. You were killing it in the snake when you weren't getting penalties. What was going on with all those?
Well, the reffing was tough here. They were really aggressive, and it's just sometimes they see anything and they were throwing flags. Everyone was getting them all weekend. So it was tough to transition from the rest from PSP, but it was good all around. And then, yeah, that's just how it goes.
Now, Xfactor was leading it for most of the time, and you guys came back for the win. But what did you adjust to make sure that you could get this final win? Because it looked like they could run away with it at one point.
Yeah, we just kept doing different stuff and just kept fighting. That was the biggest thing. You looked around, no one gave up, and we just kept going at it, and you get rewarded with that. So.
All right, well, your team is yelling at me to let you go, so congratulations. Go celebrate. That's it, guys. You have your first place winner, Impact. Back to you, Maddie.
All right, so thank you very much. Yeah, and again, congratulations. We are trying to figure out.